So scholars, this is your third video of the chapter Safety and First Aid. I'm sure that you have seen first and second video very carefully and you have also read the topic. In first video, we have discussed about the safety and road safety. In second video, we have discussed about what is first aid and what is there in the first aid kit. Now, what we are going to learn in this video? We are going to learn about how to give the first aid in different situations. So let's see. Let's talk about how to give first aid for the wounds. Now, what is the wound? Wound means an injury in which skin is damaged due to cut or an accident. There is a picture where you can see the skin has turned reddish and there is the scratch. So this is called as the wound. It could be due to cut or due to the accident. Now how to give the first aid in such situation? First thing that we have to do is wash the area with running water to remove all the dirt. After that, clean the wound with antiseptic lotion. And after cleaning it, we have to cover that wound with cotton to control the infection. But if there is excessive bleeding after the cut, then what we have to do? We have to apply the direct pressure with your hand on the wound and by using a clean cloth or gauze or tissue, just put it until the bleeding stops. Now, if there is a wound because of thorns or splinters or because of broken glass pieces, what we have to do? Before moving to that first aid, let's talk about what are the thorns and what are the splinters. In our Zoom classes, I know you were very curious to know about the splinters, is it? So now let's see. You can see there are two pictures. In one picture, one adult is holding one metal, okay, one tool which is called as the tweezer and trying to remove something from the finger of the boy, okay. And in second picture there is something in the finger of that person, okay. So here we can say that this is because of thorns or splinters. So what is a thorn? Thorn means hard or sharp point on stem or branch of plant. Rose, okay, the most beautiful flower, is it? But rose has the thorns, okay, so that thorns are there. Now splinters, what is the meaning of splinters? Splinters means a small thin sharp piece of wood, and that splinter you can see in the second picture, a very small thin sharp piece of wood, okay, which is there in that finger. Now, how to remove them? Okay, so here we have to take help of the adult and not with the hand. We have to use the tweezer to take out the thorn or splinter or glass piece to avoid the infection. So this is about thorns and splinters. Now let's see the next situation. So here is the next situation about the burn. Burns are caused by fire, hot objects, boiling liquids, firecrackers, and some chemicals like acids. Now these burns can be minor or severe. Here you can see the two pictures. These are of minor burns. Minor burns can be treated at home and we can give the first aid. But if it is a severe burn, we have to take that victim or that injured person immediately to the hospital. Now let's see how to give the first aid in minor burns. The burnt area should keep under running tap water or dip it in the ice cold water. You can see there in the first picture, there are the reddish spots on the skin. Actually, these reddish patches are due to the burnt. So, we have to keep that burnt area under the running tap water, and then after taking it out, we have to apply baking soda or antiseptic cream on that affected area. If there are blisters, okay, after the burn, if bubbles they appear or they form, okay, which is called as the blisters, then we have to be very careful that we should not break these blisters. Otherwise, what will happen? If we break these blisters, then that person may get the infection. So what we have to remember that after the burn, if blisters they get formed, then we should not break these blisters. So scholars, this is about the first aid about the burns. So here is the third situation about the fracture. A severe accident which caused bone to crack is called a fracture. So when there is a bone broken, okay, or there is a crack in the bone, then we call it as a fracture. Now this fracture, it is very painful and it should be attended by doctor only. But before taking that injured person to doctor, how we can give the first aid or how we can help him? So the help we can give to that injured person is by making sure that the part of the body which is fractured is not moving, by restricting all the movement of the fractured area. Here you can see in the picture, the girl is tying one cloth around the hand, around the fractured hand. Now, this cloth is called as a splint, and this splint help the fractured area to stay in the place and to stop the movement. Scholars, this is about the fracture. I hope whatever the situations we have discussed in this video about the wound, about the burn and about the fracture, you have understood it. About some more situations we will talk in the next video. Till then, bye bye and take care.